Good evening once again. I'm Joe Torres.
And I'm Mike Marza. If you're just joining us, this has truly been an historic and pivotal day in American history. President Biden has decided to drop out of the 2024 race for the White House.
Mr. Biden says it is in the best interest of the country for him to step down. He wholeheartedly threw his support behind Vice President Kamala Harris. It is an about-face after 24 Democratic lawmakers push for the president to step aside, and today Mr. Biden did just that. Eyewitness News reporter Darla Miles has the latest from the newsroom. Darla.
Well, Joe, President Biden just told our own George Stephanopoulos a week or so ago that he wanted to stay in this race to finish the fight that he started. Even Friday, he issued a statement saying he would be back on the campaign trail this week. But his Democratic colleagues have been asking for him to step aside. The big money donors stopped writing the checks. And today, this afternoon, the president changed his tune. The letter begins, "My fellow Americans," President Joe Biden, ceding to the groundswell of calls for him to withdraw from the 2024 presidential election writes, "While it has been my intention to seek re-election, I believe it is in the best interest of my party and the country for me to stand down and to focus solely on fulfilling my duties as president for the remainder of my term."
I think today we should focus on Joe Biden's incredible legacy of service to our nation, his selflessness, his accomplishments in his decades in the Senate.
The decision to step aside comes as Biden has been off the campaign trail since he was diagnosed with COVID Wednesday. Isolating in his Delaware beach home, the president has been reviewing polling data, listening to advisors, while calls for him to exit the race only grew louder. As of Sunday morning, 38 members of the House and 4 senators call for Biden to withdraw, including Senator Joe Manchin.
The first week after the debate, I thought the president needed time to evaluate and make a decision if he was going to at that time. And then I thought, well, we'd hear from my colleagues who are in very difficult, challenging areas of the country, and they're speaking out now. And then when you see the donor class basically speaking up and saying that, they want a different direction, if you will.
Billionaires in America.
The Democratic Party has been spiraling since the president's disastrous debate performance 3 weeks ago, raising serious concerns about his age and electability. Biden has been adamant about staying in the race, which made the decision today not to seek re-election a big shocker.
I am emotional about the president's decision because this president, Joe Biden, has been a transformational president.
In a separate tweet this afternoon, President Biden writes, "I want to offer my full support and endorsement for Kamala to be the nominee of our party this year."
She has fought hard for freedoms and for rights of Americans, and she is a genuine leader.
Joe is a healer.
And Vice President Kamala Harris issuing this statement saying, "With this selfless and patriotic act, President Biden is doing what he has done throughout his life of service, putting the American people and our country before anything else." Now, there had also been some chatter in political circles about another Democratic candidate running from the floor. That seems unlikely at this point. The conversation now goes to who will be Vice President Harris's VP pick. Some of the names being tossed around are North Carolina Governor Roy Cooper and Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro. And again, this is uncharted territory in terms of the Democratic convention and transferring the delegates over to Harris. The Democratic Party is still in a bit of disarray, but perhaps this decision for Biden to step aside will finally calm things down.